welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today I'm bringing you a solo gameplay of Wingspan. Now this is probably the easiest to get into Automa of all of Stonemaier games. The Automa system was created originally for viticulture, which I am getting ready to learn after playing Wingspan. I have viticulture now. I'm going to learn the Automa for that. But the Wingspan Automa is super simple, very, very easy to learn. If you haven't played with a Automa Factory solo system, this is probably the one to get into. So we're playing on the medium difficulty today. I have beaten the easy difficulty in the game right before playing this one. Have not played medium before, so we'll see how that goes. Now, I do want to mention our sponsor, Board Game Code. This is a great website where you can buy, sell, and trade games. They have a great selection of games for you to choose from if you're just looking to continue building out your collection. If you want to trim your collection down, they will take games off your hands and pay you for them. And then, of course, you can trade over there, which is a really cool feature. Essentially, they will link right into your Board Game Geek account and see what games you have for trade, what games you want in trade, and they will build a list right there on their website based off of their stock of games and what you're looking for, and then you can make the trade happen. They have an easy to use value system, so you know for sure if the trade is even going to go through prior to submitting the trade. So be sure to go over and check out Board Game Co. If you do, click on the link in the description below, and that way they know I sent you over there. Okay, we're going to get right down to my game topper and play Wingspan now. So I hope you enjoy this video. All right, so here we go. We are going to be playing Automa, or we're going to be playing against the Automa in Wingspan. We're playing the medium difficulty, which I believe is called Eagle, I think. Which basically just adjusts one of the types of points that the Automa can be gaining, and I'll show you that when they gain those first points. So a few things here. Up here we've got the cards that I can draw from when I draw additional bird cards. Here's the supply of food. You can see I'm starting out with a grub, a fish, and a rodent. And I have two cards in my hand. We've got the loggerhead shrike. It can live in the water habitat or the grasslands. I think that's what those two are called. And to do that, I'll have to pay a grub and a rodent because it's the type of stuff it eats. It has this ability once between turns when another player takes the gain food action. If they gain any number of rodents, also gain one rodent from the supply and cash it on this card. Now, obviously, we were playing against Automa, so there's certain times when the Automa cards will say trigger your pink powers, and that's when that would trigger. Let's see, what's it say? Shrikes impale their prey on thorns or barbed wire and may save them for later. All right, then you got the wood stork. Only lives in the water habitat. It'll take a fish, a rodent, and then one of anything else to get it out. Oh, by the way, over here, the shrike is worth 3 points at the end of the game. It has that type of nest, which can be important for certain powers during the game, and I can have up to 4 eggs on the shrike. The stork is worth 6 points. I can only have 2 eggs on it. You can see it has a different type of nest there. When played, draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. All right, and the bonus card, we'll get to that in a second. The wood stork was removed from the U.S. endangered species list in 2014. Good news for the stork. All right, and so here's my bonus card. Rodentologist, birds that eat rodents. I get 2 extra points per bird. Any bird with a rodent symbol, the bird may also eat other kinds of food. All right, and then here are my cubes that you'll see how they're used in a little bit. The Automa is going to be the falconer, so they get additional points for birds with this power right here, with that symbol. We get 2 extra points per bird. This we'll be using shortly, and this is the Automa deck here. All right, and let's see. So then here's our starting food supply. 2 berries, These dice can be used for either a grub or a grain. And then here's another grub right here. So in round one, we're trying to see which one of us will have the most birds in a forest. So in this region up here. And the game's played over 4 rounds. All right, and I'll show you each of the other ones as we go down. Now the Automa, here you can see this is his round 1 scoring card. All right, for end of round goals, which are what those are over there. So and it lists out all the different possible end of round goals. Well, so for most birds in a forest, he's going to default to 0. All right, so there's ways like that I might end up putting cubes over here like that, and that would mean he now has 1. But right now, as long as he doesn't end up with any cubes over there, all I gotta do is have more than that to get first place for round 1. Now, most likely he will end up with cubes over there, so we'll just have to take that as it goes. And you can see, like, if it was round 2, that same end of round goal, he would default to 1 in there, and you go all the way up to like round 4. And he'd be defaulting to 3 in there. All right, so let's move on into round 1. All right, I am going to, let's see. I actually do have what I need for this, or this one. Let's go on and do this, see if there's an additional bonus I can start working towards right away. So to play the wood stork, I take one of these. And it's obviously going to go in this column here. So I'll put the cube there. There's no egg cost because the egg costs are only for additional columns. And I think he has to go in the water. So he'll go right here. It's going to cost fish, rodent, and anything else. And then when played, draw 2 new bonus cards. So birds that can only live in a forest. And if I get 3 of those, I get 4 points, 5 of those 8 points. We're ecologist. Birds in your habitat with the fewest birds. Oh, I see. Okay. So if I had 2, 2, and then 1, this would be the habitat with the fewest birds, and I would get 2 points per bird there. Let's go with ecologist. All right, but so then this just slides over here, and that's my turn. All right. So now the Automa goes, draws this, and basically you can see what this card is just to help remember, oh yeah, all right, we're just using the top row here. Because see, if it was round 2, it points to the second row. If it was round 3, it points to the third row, and round 4, the fourth row. So that's really all that is. So we can just look at it here. Top row. All right, they're going to take food out of the supply over here. And the first one they're going for is the one that could be grain or grub. And they take all of that out. So that is gone. We'll just stick it right here. So just remember what's inside the tray here is what I can use. What's outside has been used. All right. And then it does say, see, activate all pink power. So if this guy had been played, then I could use his pink power, but I went with the other one, so it's not. And now my turn. So I think what we're going to do, because we want to try to have some stuff in the forest up here by the end of this round. All right, so draw birds. So I have to put this here because you always put it in the first one that's uncovered. So I can draw 1 bird. I'm actually going to get the Mississippi kite. When activated, roll all dice not in the bird feeder. If any are rodents, gain 1 rodent and cache it on this card. All right. Caching is another way to score points with the food, basically. If the food's over here, just in my personal supply, it's not worth any points. If it's cached on a bird, it's worth points. These birds mostly eat large insects, but they'll also eat rodents, bats, and birds. And we don't refill that till the end of our turn. So then this moves this way, And if this bird had a power that would activate, then it would go, but it only has a when played power. So that goes there. End of my turn. Refill, we've got the Inca Dove. Automa goes. So this symbol means take all bird cards that match the bonus card. Automa keeps the highest point value card face up and discards any others. If none match, they draw one and keep it face down. All right, so do any have that power? Nope, I don't see that symbol on any of these cards up here. So instead, they'll take one of these and keep it face down. And the face down cards is where the difficulty level can change. So on the easy difficulty, which is called Eaglet, these are worth 3 points when they're face down. On the normal difficulty, which is called Eagle, which is what we're playing today, they're worth 4 points. And then in the hard difficulty, which is called Eagle-Eyed Eagle, they're worth 5 points. But so this is worth 4 points to the bird, to the Automa. Okay, so that's their turn. Now I am going to, like, if I want to be able to get the Mississippi Kite out there, I'm going to need to get some food. So, because I have none right now. And that grub right there is exactly what I need. So we're going to go to gain food. See, one die, so we're going to take one food out of here. There we go. And that goes there. Automa. They gain an egg, which is going to be worth 1 point to them. And if they had a cube up here, they would lose it, but they don't, so that doesn't have any effect. And so now I'm definitely going to play my bird. It's going to the forest right here. The Mississippi Kite. It's going to cost me 1 grub. And he has a when activated ability, so I don't mess with that right now. That goes there. The Automa is going to take some food. Now, with the Automa, if all the food in there is the same type, we actually re-roll the food first. Re-roll all of it. Okay, and so now we see they're going after rodents, which of course they would, because that's what I'm going after too. And that goes there. And then any pink powers, which I don't have any out right now. Excuse me. And now, though, I think I will focus on getting this one out because I keep seeing these pink powers that I'm missing. So let's go ahead and gain food. Take that to get the grub. And now, let's see. All right, when after we roll all dice not in the bird feeder. If any are, I wonder if I'm supposed to put them in the bird feeder. Okay, I just checked the appendix and no, these actually, they get rolled on the table. They don't go back in the tray. So there we go. And there. Okay. Round 1. All right, they gain an egg. So now, let's see. None of those. I guess I could get the white-breasted nuthatch to give myself some buffer room with the forest with the current end of round goal. So let's do that. Right here. Draw this guy. So when activated, gain 1 grain from the supply and cash on this card. Nuthatches cache seeds for winter in the bark of a tree. All right, and that goes there. All right, so this means, hold on, first off, I would have filled this back up. All right, but now this means they're going to clear out all 3 of those cards and then put a face down one into their collection. So these go away. Then a face down one into their collection. That's worth 4 points for them. And then So definitely going to go for, oh, now I can't play a bird yet. I need to get eggs first. So let's get some eggs. So the kite can have 1 egg. The stork can have 2. We're going to put 1 there as well. All right. So Automa is going to get another egg. And, oh, see, here we go. Get an egg. And then 1 cube here. So now they have 1 bird in a forest is what they're considered as having. All right, so for my last turn, so we're tied right now, but for my last turn, I'm going to play the white-breasted nuthatch. So it's going to cost me 1 egg, and then a grub or a grain, but obviously we have a grub. Put that there. All right, and that goes there. And the Automa has their final turn for the round. They are going to gain, if any of them have this hunting power, does not look like it. So instead, gain another 1 face down. All right, so that's the end of the round. So first thing we do is take all these action cubes off of our mat. So now for most birds in a forest, the Automa has 1. I have 2, so I get first place. That's 4 points for me. 1 point for the Automa. I just realized on video, I think it's probably pretty difficult to see the Automa's green against that green background. So I'm going to change the Automa to blue. And hopefully that's a little easier to see. All right, so now all these birds in the tray get discarded. And we're not getting any rat cards. I mean, I've got 2 out right now and 1 more, so that right there is already worth 6 points, but we're just not getting. I also need to get something into this habitat for the ecologist. All right, but that's it. Oh, no, not quite. Automa over here. So going into round 2. Let's see, I believe. Nope, never came out. Oh, this card shouldn't have been in there because that card's only used when you're playing on the highest difficulty level, I believe. This card gets removed after round 1. So take both those out. Shuffle this up. And let's do it. The Automa, by the way, has, so this is 12 points right here, and then 3 more points for these eggs total. So that's really kind of give you an idea of where the Automa's at right now. All right, so moving on into the next round. What do I want to do? I want to, oh, by the way, round 2, where the end of round goal is most eggs in a bowl nest. So I don't even have a bowl nest out right now. The loggerhead shrike does have one of those. And just so you know, the Automa is going to be baselining with 3 eggs in that type of nest. So the shrike can only hold 4 total. So that'll get me above the baseline. But again, if the Automa adds some more, then we'll be in trouble. So I think what we'll do is draw the American goldfinch, because it's got another bowl, so that we can work towards getting both of them on the board. When played, gain 3 grain from the supply. Goldfinches breed late after the milkweed and thistle have gone to seed. All right, so now the Automa. Round 2. Okay. Oh, I forgot to refill this. All right, so none of those have the power that the falconer is looking for. So another face down card. All right, and then I'm going to get food. So you can see now I actually get to get 2 different dice. So I'll get the grain and the berry. Okay. And when activated, gain 1 grain from the supply. So it doesn't matter that there's none over here. And cash it on this card. And now roll all the dice not in the bird feeder. Oh, there we go. Look, if any are rats, gain one, okay, and cash it on this card. All right, so those are each going to be worth a point. I believe 1 point at the end of the game for me. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot to move that along. So that should have been there after that turn. And now this one goes there. Okay. So now, Automa, 2 eggs, and a cube. I'm going to gain food again. Now, since all the dice in the bird feeder currently have the same symbol, in this case, 1 die has that 1 symbol, and I don't want that type of food, we're going to re-roll everything. Wow. All right. We'll actually go with this and get, well, I get 2. That's right. I get 2. All right. So we'll get grain. No, we'll get grub and rodent. And then gain 1 from the supply. And then roll these. Nope, not a rodent. Okay. Okay. Round 2. So clear this off. Gain 1 face down. And then gain another cube. Okay, that falcon's good for us. We might end up grabbing him. Right now, though, we're going to play a bird. Costs us 1 egg. And a grub and a rodent. We're definitely going to play him here. All right, the Automa. Anything with, oh, it's taking my falcon. All right, so now when it takes it face up, the bird is worth whatever these points are. So this one's actually worth 5 points. Oh, and it gets a cube. It is just killing it over there with the eggs right now. All right, so we're going to get food again. All right, and I don't need berries, and they're all the same symbol, so we can re-roll everything. There we go. All right, that was close. That's what I needed, was a grain. And I'll go and grab a rodent just in case. And then cash a grain and roll these. A rodent, nice. All right, so we're getting some good points there. The Automa. Looks like we're going to be clearing this off. And then face down card. All right, so at this point, I'm fairly positive I'm not going to win the end of round bonus or the end of round goal, but I have to have at least you have to have at least a thing matching that goal in order to get any points. So right now, the Automa is going to get 5 points. If I want to get that second place, 2 points, I got to have at least 1 egg here in the grasslands. So I also want to make sure I get this horned owl before the Automa does something to steal it from me. So my last thing I'm going to do this round will be to get some eggs out there. But right now I'm going to draw the horned owl because this guy is worth 8 points and he matches my need for my rodentologist goal, or secret power, whatever it's called. Bonus, my rodentologist bonus. He matches that as well. So really he's worth 10 points to me at the end of the game. So I want to make sure I get him. All right. Oh, here we go. So food, looks like they're taking the grub. And then though, my pink power does activate. When another player takes the gain food action, which they did, if they gain any number of rats, I also gain 1 from the supply. Well, they didn't gain rats, so nothing going on there. My turn. Let's get these eggs laid. All right, so, And then you can see here, I can spend any one food to gain one additional egg. Berries are not something I'm real concerned about right now, so we're going to go ahead and spend that berry and get one additional egg. Because even though I'm not going to get the end of round bonus, eggs are still worth points at the end of the game. All right, one more turn for the Automa. All right, well, first off, when there's all the same thing, they're going to re-roll. All right, so no berries, no rodents, fish. All right, that's the end of round 2. So let's clean it up real quick. Ooh, that should have been there. So again, the Automa had 3 plus 3, that's 6 eggs. So they are going to get first place. That's 5 points. I have 3 eggs in the grassland, or I'm sorry, not in the grasslands, in the bowl type nest. So I get 2 points. Okay. We clear this off. And then for the Automa, let's see, right there, that gets removed after round 2. All right, so round 3, I've only got 6 actions this time. So what do we want to do? Let's see. I think we're going to get, well, what's our end of round goal? Set of 3. Okay, hold on. It says 1 set of eggs consists of 1 egg in the wetland row, 1 egg in the grassland row, and 1 egg in the forest row. Count the number of, oh, interesting. Okay. All right, and the Automa is going to be considered as having 1 of those as the baseline. All right, well, let's go on and get some more egg. Well, you know what? Actually, let's play a bird. We're going to play the American goldfinch, and here's why. So 2 grain, put it here, and now whenever I get eggs, I'll get 3 eggs automatically. I won't have to pay that extra food for it, so that's what we're going to do. When played, gain 3 grain from the supply. There you go. So really, it's a gain of 1, really, because it costs me 2 to play it. Oh, these can come off. Okay. So that goes all the way down here. The Automa, round 3. Anything with the, yep, right here, gains the black-billed magpie worth 3 points. And then a cube. All right, so let's gain 3 eggs. We've got 2 here. We'll put 1 here and 1 here. So there's 1 set for us right now. Oh, actually, we only put 2 down. We got to do 1 more. We'll put it here. So really, we only need 1 more up here in the forest for us to have 2 full sets. And then nothing. There we go. All right, 3 eggs. And they lose this cube, so that's good. But they get 3 eggs. All right, I think I'm going to go with laying eggs one more time. So lay 3 eggs. So now we've got 2 full sets. Let's go. All right, round 3. They're taking food. Nope. They're grubs. They're taking the grubs. And then activating pink powers. They did not take rodents, so nothing happened in there. All right, so now I'm going to take food. These are the same, so let's re-roll them. Because I'm looking for rodents. Nothing. All right, well then let's look and see. I get 2. So what I'm going to be trying to go for probably is this chipping sparrow. I've got plenty of grain for them, so I'll take grubs because I don't have any of those at all right now. All right, and then so cash. a grain, roll these dice. Nothing. There we go. All right, they're taking food. Looks like these 2 dice. And then activate with pink powers, but nothing doing with that because, again, he didn't take any rodents. All right, we're going to try taking food again because I really want to get my horned owl out. And we have the opportunity to re-roll the dice again. So let's re-roll. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Perfect. 2 rodents. That's exactly what I needed to get my horned owl out. Okay. And then again, cash that and cash that. All right. Doing pretty good with points over there. All right. Ultima. Gonna discard all of these, take a face down card. All right, and so now I'm going to play a bird, the great horned owl. So it's going to take 1 egg from here or here, basically. I'll take this one because we want to make sure we have those 2 sets. And then 3 rodents. And then last turn for the Ultima for the round. Anything? Hunters? No hunters up there. Nope. They do gain 1 cube, though. So I think we're going to be tied. All right, so I have 2 sets. The Ultima starts with 1, has 2 sets. What happens in ties? All right, so since we're tied, we add... It says we add the values of the tied and next places and divide by number of players rounded down. Okay. So 6 and 3, because we're tied for first and second place, basically. There's 2 of us. So 6 and 3 is 9, divided by 2 is 4.5 rounded down. So we'll end up getting 4 points for this. I'll put us right here in the middle so we remember. And we take... this out, remove after round 3. All right, going into the final round. So in the final round, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 28 points right there, plus 8 more. That's 36 points just from bird cards. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So 44 points, not including everything else. Out here and all that stuff going on. So it's not too bad. I think I'm doing all right. Let's see how this last round goes. The goal is most birds in the water habitat, which is, of course, my weak point right now. And you can see they're starting off with 3 birds there. All right. I have no birds in my hand. We've got 5 actions. Definitely going to go for draw, get this American crow because it will eat anything and it can go in the waterland. All right, so here we go. Round 4 for the Ultima. They're going to clear that out and get a cube. Okay, I'm going to play the crow here. So it's going to cost me 1 egg and 1 of anything else. We'll go with the grain. Ultima, 3 eggs, and it loses the cube. So that knocks it back down to 3, keeping it manageable for me. And then it gets 3 eggs. All right, I'm going to draw. I get to draw 2 cards now, you can see. The Eastern Kingbird. All right, get that into the waterlands there. Once between turns, actually whenever this says activate pink powers, when another player plays a forest bird, gain 1 grub from the supply. Okay. Then here, discard 1 egg from any of your other birds to gain 1 food from the supply. Don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think it's worth it. Basically, the eagle, I don't think I'm going to end up being able to get him because he needs 3 rodents. And I just don't see that happening. So, there we go. I wish he had been out earlier. I'd have gotten him instead of the eagle. All right, so the Automa. 3 eggs and gain a cube. All right, well, I'm going to play a bird. It's going to cost me an egg. And a grub. Okay. The Automa is going to clear everything out and lose a cube again. So now me and the Automa are tied at 3 for birds in the wetlands. All right, so for my final action, I'm going to get these eggs because that will be 3 points for me. Doesn't really matter where I put them now, so we'll just put them up here. And final action for the Automa. Anything, any hunters? Nope, so just a face down card. With the end of round goal, again, the Automa has 3 birds in the wetlands. I have 3 birds in the wetlands. We're tied once again. It's 11 divided by 2, which is 5.5. So that'll be worth 5 points. So let's add everything up. First off, you can see the Automa. Let's add up their face down cards, and we're playing where it's worth 4 points for each of them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4 is 32. And then their face up birds, which are just these 2, that's 8 more points. So they're at 40 right now. And then end of round goals, that's 1, 6 total. 4 more, that makes it 10, and 5 more, that makes it 15. Puts them at 55. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 10, 14 points there. So 69 points for the Automa. All right, so now let's see what I've got. Points for birds, we've got 4, 6, 14, 17, 20, 26, 30, 32. Good start right there. My goodness. Bonus cards. So we've got 2 bonus cards. First, ecologist, birds in your habitat with fewest birds. So it's going to be these 2. 2 points per, so that's 4 points. And then rodentologist, 2 points per bird. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 12 points for my bonus cards. Puts me at 44. And then end of round goals. 4, 6, 10, 15. Puts me at 59. All right, then we got eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm going to win this one, y'all. 67. Food on cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 75. And then tucked cards, we don't have any of those. Final score, 75 to 69. That's my first time playing on the medium difficulty as well. Looks like I'll move straight on into the hard difficulty after this. But there you go. That is Wingspan. All right, there you go. That is Wingspan. I'm pretty excited that I beat the medium difficulty on my first try. Definitely going to go straight on into the hard difficulty level, the eagle-eyed eagle or something, whatever it's called, and give that a shot next. And Wingspan has really been a lot of fun. And I think soon, maybe tonight, maybe sometime soon, I'll be teaching my wife Wingspan as well. I do want to mention, we're running a little bit late on our most played games of the past year. We do that every year when we hit the channel anniversary. The channel anniversary was back on July 23rd. We're running a little bit late because I actually moved across the state during. Well, I moved in May. My family moved in July or in June, and then we bought a new house in July. So it's been a real crazy time, and we're finally trying to catch things back up on the channel. When we do that, most play games of all time, there's going to be a giveaway just like last year. We have a lot of great games lined up for this giveaway this year. Be sure to tune in for that. The video will come up before the end of August for sure. So be sure to come back and check that out and get involved in that giveaway. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.